everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit more deeply about 0-point foods, and I'm going to give you my recommendations for do's and don'ts. Now, I'm not affiliated with WW. I have no idea if they would approve of my do's and don'ts, but this is what has helped me. It helped me when I was on the old purple plan, which was full of 0-point foods. It helped me lose 30 pounds, and I've kept up off about 22 for about 4 years. So let's get into it. When it comes to 0-point foods, do understand the science behind them. Now, I'm going to link a video that I made in the description box below. I'll also include it at the end of the video, so you can just click right on it if you want to. And it is all about what's called calorie density. I'm not going to get into it too much in this video, but this is the science behind 0-point foods. Basically, it's what allows you to eat more of these foods and still lose weight. It's a great concept, and it has really helped me understand why eating 0-point foods works. Don't under-eat in points using 0-point foods just so you can spend all of your daily points on some indulgence later in the day. I know that's tempting if you're new to the 0-point foods, and I see a bunch of influencers out there saying this is why you shouldn't eat 0-point foods, because you can go 0-point all day long and then spend all of your 23 points or your 25 points on dessert and wine, etc., etc. That's kind of missing the point of 0-point foods. You still have to understand that to lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit. And I understand WW doesn't track calories, but behind all of it is calories. And so if you just eat oatmeal and chicken breast and potatoes all day long so you can eat 25 points worth of wine and chocolate cake, you are indeed defeating the purpose of the 0-point foods. Do lean into 0-point foods, especially the filling ones. Don't worry about whether you're eating all your points. You simply don't need to worry about that on a plan that has this many 0-point foods. But do lean into the ones that keep you full and satisfied for longer. So for me, that's things like potatoes, any variety of potato. I eat a whole sweet potato at least every single day. Things that are higher protein but 0 points, like chicken breasts, the lean meats, which have been included now in the new plan, oatmeal, fruits, that sort of thing. Don't just focus on the incredibly low calorie 0-point foods. For example, celery, lettuce, broccoli. Those foods that you know, because you have lived in a diet culture your entire life, you know that they are very low in calories. That's not the point of 0-point foods. Anyone can go on the celery diet. You've been there, you've tried it, it hasn't worked for you. Better to lean into the ones that fill you up and keep you satisfied. Do think about health when it comes to 0-point foods. Absolutely, you could eat 1,200 calories of Twinkies every single day and lose weight. Is that healthy? No, but that's the beauty of 0-point foods. 0-point foods are, for the most part, whole, unprocessed food, real food. If you can lean into this, not only are you losing weight, but you will be improving your health. And I know if you have a lot to lose, sometimes you just want to drop that weight and you don't want to think about health, but I need you to start thinking about the other end. Losing weight is not going to solve all your problems. It didn't for me. I hit goal weight the same day that my husband left our marriage. It doesn't solve all your problems. Focusing on health, though, will solve a lot of problems. It helps mental health. It helps, obviously, physical health, longevity. So lean into those 0-point foods for that reason, in addition to losing weight. Don't think that 0-point foods will inhibit weight loss. Get out of your mind that potatoes are bad for you because they're high carbs. Get out of your mind that carbs are bad for you. Carbs Whole, unprocessed carbohydrates are necessary to fuel your body. Do make a distinction between whole, unprocessed carbs and processed carbs. There is a huge difference between a bag of potato chips and a potato. Can we all just accept that as fact? I have no idea why people conflate all carbs into the same bucket. They are not. A potato has nutrients. It has fiber. It is a good for you food. Potato chips, delicious. Not good for you. No one thinks the potato chips are good for you. So why do we put those two things together? Carbs, whole, unprocessed carbs, good. Processed food, limit. Not so great for you. Okay to have occasionally, but I would lean very heavily into those unprocessed, healthy carbohydrates. Don't restrict yourself to portion control. This is not the point of the 0 point foods. I see people saying this all the time. Portion out a banana. No one is telling you to eat 18 bananas a day, but you also do not need to portion control your 0 point foods. It sort of belays the purpose of it. The whole point of WW is to make weight loss easier and less restrictive than some other ways of losing weight. I have tracked macros down to the gram. That's what I've been doing the last couple years. As WW moved away from me, I moved away from WW. I started tracking it. I have to be very careful. It fuels up a lot of disordered eating tendencies in me. It makes me feel very confined and restricted to weigh everything by grams. 0 point foods are freedom. If you can think of it that way, they are freedom. And that leads me to the last don't. Don't eat past satisfaction. The reason that 0 point foods work without portion control is because you are not gorging. Now, I understand many of us come from backgrounds of not just diet culture, but of really unhealthy relationship with food. I have at times in my life binged. I wouldn't say that I have a disorder, but I've certainly had moments where I have felt like I couldn't fill myself with enough food. That's why you don't eat 18 bananas. Of course, if you eat 18 bananas, you're probably going to have a problem with weight loss. Many of us have never felt true physical hunger. Emotional hunger, yeah, of course. We feel that all the time. That's the food noise. Physical hunger, do you even know what that feels like? Do you know what it feels like when your stomach rumbles and you're actually hungry? We all know that it takes 10 to 20 minutes to start feeling full. Can you stop at 80%? Give yourself 10 to 15 minutes and see if you're still physically hungry. Don't eat past satisfaction. If you can take in all of these do's and don'ts with a really healthy mindset and approach to 0 point foods, I really think you'll be a lot happier with the WW plan. Let me know in the comments below how 0 point foods are going for you. Do they fill you with anxiety? Do you feel the freedom? I want to hear from you. As always, thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.